Good morning. Here we are. So today is Surya Namaskar and variations on that. As always, though, if you have any injuries or if you're nursing any illness, take it gently, listen to your body, and only do what's suitable. Before we go ahead, I just want to check that you can see me if I put my arms in the air, pretty much. All right. So come to the back of your mat in child's pose. Toes right to the back side to your heels. Stretch your arms out, spread your fingers, and then let your arms go soft and your forehead find the mat. Now allow your body to relax into the mat. And we'll take a few breaths here and get ready for practice. Get centered. Take a nice big in-breath through your nostrils and breathe out through your mouth. And do that 2 more times. Then slide your hands just a little bit further forwards. Take your right hand to the outside edge on the right side of the mat and walk the left hand, slide it over the top. Feel the length in the left side of the body. And now slide your left hand over to the left and place your right hand on top. And feel some length right the way through your rib cage on the right side into your right hip, maybe under the right arm. And take your hands back to the center. Spread your fingers once again, press your hands down. Inhale, rise up onto your hands and knees. Take your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. And we'll go for cow and cat, a few rounds to warm your spine. So with your in-breath, belly button to the earth, forehead and tail to the sky. And press into the mat so you get a long arms and a long neck. As you exhale, very slowly start to draw your belly button up towards your spine. Chin to chest, tail tucked under. And then repeat a couple more times with your breath. After your next out breath, come to a neutral spine. Walk your hands forward just a little bit, spread your fingers, bring your shoulders over your wrists. And then start to lower thighs and hips. Bring your elbows towards your waistline, just like you're sinking down front first into a warm bath. Then bring your forehead onto the mat. Reach your elbows down towards your waist. Press your groin into the mat, your pubic bone, lift up through Cobra, and then press into your hands and come all the way back to child's pose. You can let your hands slide towards you a bit. Get some length underneath your arms. And walk your hands away a bit further and lift your wrists as high as they'll go. So your fingers are like teepee tent poles. Get a really nice stretch all the way down through into the waist, feel it in your ribs,
Take a nice big in-breath. Exhale, release. And inhale. And as you release, plant your hands on the mat. Rise up onto your hands and knees. Walk your hands forward just a little bit more. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips really, really high so you're on your tiptoes. And then bring your heels to the back of the mat. And gently begin to walk on the spot. It's a really lovely way to warm up the backs of your legs. Take it a little slower than you'd like to. And try and feel the movement all the way into the toe joints as well. Now both heels still, reach them towards the back of the mat. Push the floor away, chest ever so slightly towards your thighs, and then wrap your armpits in towards each other to strengthen your back. Now press your palms down into the mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Raise your left leg into the air for three-legged dog. Reach your left heel away. Press the mat away once more. Just a little bit more towards your thighs. Rise onto the toes of your right foot. Bring your left foot forwards and help it forward if you need to. Set it down roughly near where your left hand is. Drop the right knee. Keep your toes curled under. Lift your crown. Nice big in-breath. And then exhale, take your backside towards your heel, curl your toes towards the back of your head. Inhale, rock forwards. And exhale back. Looking for length in the back of your left knee. Take a couple more in your own time. With the in-breath, making your spine long and reaching your collarbones away from each other. With the out breath, curling your toes as much towards the back of your head as you can, lengthening the back of the left leg. And now come all the way forwards. So we'll press your palms into the mat, lift your bum up, take your left foot back, downward facing dog. Feet together. This time raise your right leg. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. Make straight, or rather a diagonal line from your right heel to your right wrist. Then rise onto the toes of your left foot. My mat wants to come with me. Take your right knee forwards. And drop your foot down onto the mat. Relax the back leg, but keep the toes tucked under. Once again, lengthen your spine. So if this is tricky for you to keep your hands on the mat, you might have very long legs or short arms. If you have blocks, it's helpful to have those to hand so that you can use those to lengthen the spine. Alternatively, you stay on your fingertips or fists. If it's not a problem, you can get your palms onto the mat. You could do that. Take a nice big in-breath and exhale backwards. Once again, curl your toes towards the back of your head. Inhale, make your way forwards. Exhale, rock back. Couple more. And then come all the way forwards. time, lift your back knee and step forwards. Into your first forward fold, so keep your knees soft, let your arms hang, look in towards your knees. Feel the shoulder blades separate, lengthen the back of your neck. You might feel some width in the ribs. Straighten your legs just a little bit more. Then you might like to stay there, or you might like to bend and straighten the knees alternately. Keep remembering to breathe. Use that out breath. And now soften both knees. Bend them just a little bit further, flatten your back. And with your next in-breath, swing your arms all the way up. Exhale, bring them to hands to your heart. Okay, lengthen the spine. Draw your tail down as far as it'll go and your crown up towards the sky. Bring your hands to your heart. And as you inhale, scoop your hands up. Keeping your palms together. You can't quite see mine. Take them behind your ears and squeeze your glutes. Now, if it feels all right to lift your, tilt your head back, only go as far as being able to see the heels of your hands. Now bring your thumbs towards the center line of your forehead and then start to take your hips back as you draw a line roughly down the front of your face, all the way into a forward fold. Take your hands to your tailbone, place your fingers, straighten your arms. Press your knuckles up to the sky and then take your arms all the way over as far as they'll comfortably go without strain. Bring your hands back to your tail and release them and swing all the way up to standing. Inhale, exhale, hands to your heart. Let's do that again. Scoop your hands up. Arms behind your ears, squeeze your glutes, lengthen the front body. Exhale, fold forwards. This time, with an in-breath, slide your hands up to just below your knees to gazing pose. Straighten your legs, straighten your arms. Tilt your tail down just a little bit, just enough to take any arch out of the lower back. Draw your shoulder blades together behind you. Lengthen your neck. You're aiming for as flat a back as you can make. Nice big in-breath through your nostrils. Exhale through the mouth. One more in-breath. And exhale, fold forwards. Bend your knees, hands swing all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. So we'll start to speed up a little bit now. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale to gazing pose. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees, take a big step back with the left foot. And then we'll rise up into a high plank. So you might bend your back knee just a little bit, bring the heel backwards. I think I said high plank. So for those of you who are now in a high plank, I apologize. High lunge. Take your belly button right in towards your spine and squeeze your glutes. Front knee roughly over front ankle. Now drop your hands down. Hop your left foot to the center. And now we'll take a high plank. So right foot back, big toes touching, hips and shoulders roughly in alignment, belly button to spine once more. We'll begin with the half plank. So drop your knees, relax your feet. Lower down, elbows towards your body. Inhale, low cobra. So roughly, hands shouldn't be supporting you here. So only as high as you can go without your hands. Exhale, lower down. Inhale onto your hands and knees. Toes under, downward facing dog. Big toes to touch. Raise your left leg, swing it forwards. Rise up to high lunge. Once again, tail under crown, apologies, and belly button to spine. Exhale, drop your hands, take your back foot forwards into a forward fold. Bend your knees and swing all the way up to standing. Take your hands to your heart. Scoop your hands up, inhale, lengthen the front body. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale to gazing pose. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees, this time right foot back. So same thing, just round the other way. Bend the back knee, swing your arms up, high lunge. Drop your hands down. Hop your right foot to the center, left foot back, high plank. Drop your knees, low plank. Lower all the way down, elbows towards you. And then press your groin, your abdomen, and lift your collarbones. Exhale, soften down. Tuck your toes, make your way into downward facing dog. Feet together. Raise your right leg, swing it forwards. Rise up to a high lunge. Exhale, drop your hands. Back foot forward into forward fold. Bend your knees and swing all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, scoop your hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale to gazing pose. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees, left foot back. This time for warrior one though. So drop the heel and walk the right foot to the right. Swing your arms up. Front knee over front ankle roughly. Outside edge of your back foot's on the mat. Belly button sucking in towards your spine. Glutes squeezing together. Exhale, drop your hands. Hop your left foot to the center, right foot back. So either knees first or all the way down one straight plane. Relax your feet. High cobra if you like. So elbows stay bent, but you push the floor away. Nice long neck. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes. Make your way to downward dog. Big toes touching. Left leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. Sweep the foot forward outside the left hand. Drop your right heel. Warrior one. Check you're not arched in the lower back. Keep your spine lined up. Drop your hands. Walk your left foot to the center. Take your right foot to join it. This time, chair pose. Bend your knees. Flatten your back. Swing your arms up either side of your head. Lean into your heels and draw your tail under. Suck your belly button to your spine. Nice big in-breath. Exhale, hands to your heart. Scoop your hands up. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale to gazing pose. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees, right foot back this time. Warrior one. Drop the heel, left foot to the left. Swing your arms up. Exhale, drop your hands. Hop your right foot to the center. High plank. So your choice, half plank or all the way down, low or high cobra. Exhale down. Make your way to downward facing dog, big toes touching. Feet together, right leg to the sky, right foot forward, left heel down. Swing your arms up, inhale. Exhale, drop your hands. Right foot to the center, left foot joins. Once again, big toes touching, heels separate. Bend your knees, lengthen the spine. Swing all the way up, tail down, long neck. Lean into your heels, but keep your toes on the mat. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, take a moment. Take some water if you need it. I know I do. Scoop your hands up. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, gazing pose. You can have your hands a little lower now, nice and warmed up. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Left foot back, drop the heel, warrior one. right foot to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, bring your hands to your tail, lace your fingers. Lengthen the front body and draw your arms together behind you so your shoulder blades slide together. See if you can reach your knuckles towards the back knee without arching in the lower back too much. So keep drawing the tail underneath. Then keep that lovely arch in the front body and start to lean forwards. Now, it's easy to lean into the hip, but that's not doing you any good. So tighten up your quad, squeeze your glutes, suck your belly button into your spine, and lean forward so that your torso is parallel to the floor, but it's not leaning on your right thigh. Then straighten your arms and squeeze your knuckles up to the ceiling, and look at your back knee. Press both feet down. So your toes are going white with the pressure. Press the heels down. Now bring your hands back to your tail. Inhale, lift up. Hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands down. Hop the left foot to the center. Right foot back this time. Fall-in staff if you want. Chaturanga, Dandasana to upward facing dog. Lower, shoulders level with elbows. Push forward and rise up. Press the top of the feet into the mat. Squeeze the glutes. Lengthen the neck. Now very slowly start to make your way to downward facing dog. Feet together. Raise your left leg, three-legged dog. Take it forwards. Warrior one. Take your arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, hands together behind you. You've probably just laced your hands the same way, so swap them over. Once again, reach towards the back knee, squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. Lift your chin, but try not to arch in the lower back. So this is in the upper back. This isn't below, this is up. Now hinging from the hips, press the whole of your back foot down as you take your chest forwards. Straighten your arms, knuckles up to the sky. Look at your back knee. Take your hands back to your tail. Release, inhale all the way up. Exhale, drop your hands. Walk your left foot to the center, step forwards. Chair pose, bend your knees. Swing your arms all the way up. Squeeze your glutes, exhale, rise to standing. One more time round, right side first. So scoop up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, take your gazing pose. And exhale, fold. This time, right foot back for warrior one. Drop the heel, left foot to the left. Swing up with your hands. Take them together behind you. Lengthen with the in-breath. And fold with the out-breath. Press the knuckles up. Take your hands back towards your tail. Rise up with the hands. Drop them down to the mat. Hop back into high plank. Chaturanga, Dandasana. Downward facing dog. Feet together. Three-legged dog, right leg up. Swing it forward. Hop the left foot to the left. Arms up to the sky. Take your hands together behind you. Lace your fingers. Lengthen the front body. Then exhale, fold. Resist the urge to sink into your right hip. Knuckles up to the sky. And then exhale, lower them down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale. Step forward into your forward fold. Big toes touching. Bend your knees. Chair pose. Draw your tail under. Exhale. Rise to standing. Good. Take a moment. Notice the effects of your practice so far. Hopefully your heart rate's sped. It's got faster, hopefully. And perhaps your breath has too. Mine has. Okay, here we go. Skip your hands up. Inhale, lengthen the front body. Exhale, fold. Inhale, gazing pose. If you can keep your hands on the mat whilst also flattening your back, please do. Make sure you're looking in towards your body, not down at the floor. So you've got a long neck. Exhale, soften. Bend your knees. Take your left foot back, drop the heel. This time for warrior two, so the heels are lined up. Swing your left arm up and over. Squeeze your glutes in towards each other, belly button to spine, shoulders over hips. Take your left hand all the way forward, drop them to the mat, hop your left foot to the center, and this time, take your right foot straight back into the air for a three-legged plank. From there, you can chaturanga or lower down half plank or plank, whatever you prefer. Downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Swing it forward, inside, drop the heel, warrior two. Once again, check your bum. Backside squeezing in, long spine. You can soften your shoulders. If they're feeling tight, just give them a swing. Make sure you're breathing. And then take your back hand forward and take a little hop forward with your right leg. Let's do a chair pose just for fun. Separate the heels, toes together, swing your arms up, inhale. Exhale, rise to standing. And we'll repeat. Lovely length in the front body, exhale forward. Inhale to gazing pose. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, right foot back for warrior two. Drop the heel, swing your right arm up and over. This time take your focus to the feet. Make sure all four corners, both feet are on the mat. And then imagine they're glued to the mat, but you've got to squeeze them towards each other. Okay, take the right hand all the way over. Hop your right foot to the center, swing your left foot back, three-legged plank. So point the toe, shoulders over wrists, lower down, halfway, and then push all the way up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Raise the right leg. Swing the foot forward inside, drop your left heel. Warrior two. Getting nice and hot. Take the back hand forward. Drop it to the mat. Take your back foot forwards. Big toes touching, bend your knees. Swing up into chair pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, a little variation now. Keep your hands at your heart. Take your left foot back. And start to hinge at your right hip. So you're going to try and move your head and your heel at the same time. Into warrior three. Arms alongside your body. Lots of length in the neck. Bend your right knee. Set your left foot down and open out to warrior two once again. This time, flip the right palm, reach forward, all the way back. Now you can have your right hand up at 12 o'clock and your left hand just loosely. Or you can take your left arm behind you and reach for your right inner thigh and take your right arm towards your face. Squeeze your glutes. Press your feet down. Okay, inhale, come back back to warrior two. Left hand all the way down to the mat. Hop your left foot to the center. Sweep your right leg back and lower down. All the way up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Take a few moments here. We'll just take a breath. Make sure your hands feel nice and sturdy. Spread your fingers. Rise onto your toes. So I'd like you to raise your left leg, bend the knee, and take it forward to tap the outside of your left elbow. And take it back. And take it to tap the inside of your left elbow and all the way back. And the inside of your right elbow, all the way back. Now scoop it forwards for warrior two. Open out. Lovely. Turn the palm, reach forwards. You know where you're going. So either 12 and 6 or right hand to left thigh, left arm towards your face. Come back to warrior two. Take your back hand all the way forwards and step your back foot. Bend your knees, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, right foot back this time. So big toes touching, right leg back, and then move crown and heel at the same time. Take your arms alongside your body, lengthen from crown to heel as much as you can. And bend the left knee, drop your right foot, open out warrior two. Turn the palm, reach forwards and back. And then make your way all the way down to the mat. Hop into the right foot, send the left foot back, point your toe, Chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big toes to touch, rise onto your toes. Raise your right foot, bend the knee, and take it to tap inside the right arm. Send it back. Outside the right arm. Send it back. Inside the left elbow. All the way back. Now swing it forwards. Drop the left heel. Warrior two. Turn your palm, reach forwards. Take it back. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Take the back hand forward. Step your left foot back to the front. Drop your tail. Speak to my script writers. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, we're getting towards a little bit of a cool down now. Scoop your hands up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Take a big step back with your right foot and send the left leg back up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Flex the foot, reach with the heel. Now point the toe and gently, slowly bring your left knee forwards and plant it on the mat behind your left wrist. Drop the top of the foot down and slide your right leg back for pigeon pose. Now it may be that you are quite high for this, and that's fine. What's important is that your hips are square. You could even put cushions or blocks underneath to support. So we'll lengthen the crown, and we'll start with a little back bend, so you can stay here, or you can bend your back knee towards you. Now you can either have it there, you can reach for your trouser leg, or you can reach for the top of the foot and bring that in towards your bum. So it depends on the length of your quads. Okay, so we'll drop the back leg gently and then slide your arms forwards. And you can either rest, if you like, you can rest one palm on top of the other, one hand on top of the other, or just stretch your arms out. Okay, walk your hands either side of your head. Lift up. Lean into the left hip now and swing your right leg round. Plant the foot outside the left knee. Sit up nice and tall. Now, if this means that you're a bit twisted because you can't get your bum on the floor, I'd like you to straighten the left leg out. Like so. If you can get your bum on the floor, that's great. Both hands up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, turn to the right. Open your arms out. Float your right hand down. So you have choices. You can either wrap your left elbow around your right knee and hug it towards you, or you can take your left shoulder in front of the right knee. And it's very important that you lift up after that, so you've got a long rib cage. As you exhale, turn your head. So you're not using your hand to hoik you round, you're just turning the head. Lift up and lengthen your spine. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Now, if this is causing you strain or pain, I'd like you to soften the pose. Very gently start to make your way out of the pose. Okay, onto your back side. You can cross over your ankles and onto your hands and knees. Step back, plank pose, downward facing dog. Raise your right leg, or three-legged dog. Make it really nice and long, then point the toe. Bring your right knee to just behind your right wrist. Drop the back of the foot. Slide your left leg back. Keep your hips square. So you can rise onto your fingertips and that'll give you a nice back bend. If you open the collarbones, so you just stretch the collarbones away from each other, you'll bring that more into the upper body, and that's really where you want it. You don't really want it to sink in here too much. So you can stop here by all means, or you can bend the back knee and just bring it towards you. Oops. Keep your balance. Very gently. So if you are holding your back foot, don't let it ping. Just help it back. Make your way into the full pose so you can soften all the way down. Rest on your palms, your hands, your forehead. Now, if there is any pain in the right knee, this is not the pose for you right now. If you happen to know the supine pigeon pose, you could take that instead. I'm guessing that if you know that pose and you've had pain in your knee, you're already in it. Okay, take your hands towards you, lean into your right hip and swing the left leg round. See how it feels before you decide whether to straighten the leg or not. So lengthen your spine. If you can get your left buttock onto the mat comfortably. If not, straighten the left leg. Sorry, the right leg. Lift both arms up, inhale, exhale, turn towards your bent knee. Drop your back hand down, and then either hug the knee in towards you, or take the shoulder in front of the knee, lift up, and then turn your head. So you're not using the arm to hoik you around, it's the upper body the turn's coming from. So you turn your head, and spread out the fingers of the right hand, and that will do everything you need it to do. You don't need to force it anymore. Okay, very slowly. Start to make your way out. Onto your back once again. Stretch your legs out, flex your feet, move the flesh away from the bone. Hands up to the sky. We'll take a forward bend, and I'd like you to try and keep from your hip to your hands one straight line for as long as possible. So we bend forwards, and then when you get to the point where your legs tell you that that's enough, you float your hands down to the mat.
Then draw your shoulders back just a little bit so that they're no longer in your peripheral vision. Keep your feet flexed. Now, any movement from here, you can take from your elbows. Make sure you're not jutting your chin forward. So the gaze is down in towards the legs and the neck's long. Now, if you can reach your feet at this point, feel free to do so. But if that means that you have to round your back, then I'd rather you just stayed as you were. Palms flat on the mat. Start to slide your hands towards you. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. Brilliant. Okay, shuffle your heels forward. And we'll lower down onto the mat a little bit at a time. So as though somebody's put a lasso around your waist and you're reaching away from them. Let yourself roll all the way onto the mat. Bend your knees. Take the soles of your feet together as close to your body as is comfortable. So you can help them closer. And then let your hips open. Now, if they then start to slide away from your body, just let them, don't worry about it. You can rest your hands either on your thighs, but not, so you're not pushing, you're just resting, or by your sides, or like a sleeping baby. It always feels nice. Eyes closed. So if you can, breathing in and out through your nose. Okay, take your hands back underneath your legs to help your knees back together. Cross the left knee over the right, and you can even double bind if that's available to you. But then, whether you're double bound or not, walk your right foot to the left edge of the mat, arms like a sleeping baby, and let your knees drop to the right. Keep your left shoulder on the mat and let your head turn to the left. And inhale, lift your knees up slowly. Shuffle them to the middle of the mat, uncross your legs. We'll do the same on the other side. So right knee crosses left, double bind if you like, and left foot over to the right. And drop your knees. And let your head turn very gently to the right. This pose is not supposed to hurt your back. So if there's any pain, I'd like you to ease back, to unbind your legs, and just have your knees be bent and let them fall one on top of the other to the left. Inhale, slowly take your knees back up. Unravel them, bring them into your chest, and have a rock from side to side. What are we doing for time? We're there, goodness me. Okay, just place your hands on your knees, draw a little circle or two in each direction. And a lot of warrior poses, a lot of lunges, so your backside's had a good workout. Okay, feet to the mat, let them slide away from you. Hands by your sides, palms up. Wiggle to get your back nice and flat on the mat. Take a big in breath. Exhale, release. And take a couple more releasing breaths. Now, if this feels good to you, feel free to stay here as long as you like. Otherwise, make your way up to a comfortable seat. Take a couple of moments to get settled before you begin your day again. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like, please subscribe, leave any comments you need to help me improve or help me to deliver a service for you. Okay, hope to see you again soon. Thank you.